I'm down for it. And I think there's a great opportunity for it. So
yeah, 1 in 4, 25% close rate's industry average for an offer like yours. If I can ask you to give me about 2 weeks, that would be my only ask. Now we are up 3,000 today, which is pretty sweet. Love seeing it. Currently in the sauna. I've only been in here for like 4 minutes or so. And I figured this would be a good place to start the day in the life. I got up today about 8 a.m. Went to bed last night at about 10:30 or 11. And slept decently well. It wasn't amazing sleep. I tracked my sleep with an Oura Ring, which is a great piece of tech for just keeping track of your sleep, which is one of these things that I don't think a lot of people keep enough of an eye on in our culture. So I have an Oura Ring, and I got a decent sleep score. It's like a 78, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's probably just because I didn't wind down too much yesterday evening, and I honestly don't get too hung up on it because I'm more concerned about just holistically leaning into good habits as opposed to forcing myself into regimented routines. But the gym is just a happy place. This place where I typically start off my day. I typically start off with a 45 to 60 minute workout pretty much every single day. I don't always hit it that hard. This morning I hit it really hard just because I had a lot of built up, pent up energy. When you're an entrepreneur and you're working every day, you can get pretty pent up. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces, and the gym is just a very simple place where you get to just extend a lot of physical and emotional energy. And I think it's really, really important that you have a solid gym routine, or at least generally are getting exercise when you are running a business, because otherwise your energy levels are going to suffer, your mentality is going to suffer because of your energy levels. And it's just a way of building trust with yourself. Really, it's a way of just kind of getting into a place and getting into a habit of taking care of yourself. And I think self-care is more than just a bath bomb and a skincare routine. I think self-care is really just getting to the root of your insecurities and getting to the root of the fears that you have. And I grew up very skinny, I grew up very weak, and I think especially as a man, being able to pick up my girlfriend and being able to do 50, 60 push-ups and these sorts of things are just like a kind of a way of saying, hey, I put in the work, I'm doing what I need to do. And that sort of energy, those sorts of mentalities and habits extend out into my business, where as I grow myself in the gym, my business grows. It's all kind of one thing. I believe that how you do anything is how you do everything. So I always start off with the gym. I always start off with the hardest thing at the start of the day. So I'll be going back to my apartment here in a sec. It's just down the street. It's pretty cold outside today. It's about 40 degrees out and I didn't wear a jacket, so that's whatever. I'll be getting back over there. I've got meetings every single hour on the hour, except for a break around noon to 1, where I'm gonna be going to a tailoring place, like a men's suit tailoring place, because my mom's birthday is coming up and she wanted to do this whole fancy dinner. She invited me and my girlfriend, and I'm actually getting a tux with like a tail and everything. So I'll be doing that today as well. I've got 2 sales calls with potential clients that'll be joining into our high-level systems program. I take a lot of those calls just because I feel like it's important that I'm staying in touch with our clients. And as we bring on sales reps and they come and they go and people are part of the company for a season, they do an incredible job enrolling. But right now I am in a season where it's my job to be looking at clients, bringing them on, making sure people are a good fit and setting them up for success inside of our program. So I'll be doing that today, and then recording a couple update videos for the day in the life video throughout the day. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's just super spur of the moment. I wasn't planning it, so it might not be the most detailed video, but here we go. I'm gonna give it my best shot. Back at the apartment, done with my workout, going to clean my apartment. It is a wreck in here. While I listen to an audiobook, I'm listening to a book called How to Do the Work. Little picture of it right here. Great read. It's talking about, the internal conflict that we go through as we're recovering from different false beliefs we've been handed from our environment growing up, as well as, other things like that. I believe the most valuable thing you can do as a business owner, as a leader, and as somebody who just genuinely wants to change lives and bring value to the world is to start with yourself. So, great read. Highly recommend it. Gonna be listening to that, cleaning my apartment, taking a cold shower. Haven't done one of those in 2 or 3 days. It's about time that I do another one. And then I'm gonna be getting straight to work. This is my little work environment, little stand-up desk. Some people accuse me of having a dirty work area, but it's messy because work gets done there. So I'm not too worried about it being crispy and clean. I'm just worried about it being effective. So anyway, gonna do that right out the gate. I have a sales call, and then I've got 2 more this evening, and so we'll get to it. All right, I'm all showered up, ready to rock, ready to get my day going. Cleaned up a good bit. I wouldn't say it's perfect and pretty in here, but I did straighten things up just so that I can have a clear sort of state of mind. Things tend to stack, and I think cleaning, and this is why I still don't have the cleaner, I think cleaning is just a good exercise of like cleaning out your closet. It keeps you from having a bunch of little things stack up on top of you. And that seems to be what it's about in business. It's about 2 things. It's like maintaining like necessary things as well, and then growing new, not necessary, but important things. So there's like necessary things that float to the surface that need to get done right now, right? Like taxes or whatever, like payroll or client issues or whatever. And then there's growth things. And so I think, a lot of entrepreneurs, they romanticize the growth stuff, but they don't care to take time for the maintenance stuff. And so that's why I still clean. I actually like cleaning because it gives me that chance to kind of be like, all right, like I'm in charge around here. This is my arena, and like it's gonna go the way I want it to go. So, and weirdly, that can unfortunately create a habit of letting things get dirty so that I can have the satisfaction of cleaning it. But I digress. So I'm getting into this sales call. We'll see how it goes, and I'll update you guys after. All right, so the first sales call is wrapped up. Went pretty great. Really solid fit. The guy's name is Greg, and they run a facility that basically trains up-and-coming baseball players to have a better pitch and be more qualified for the big league games. And they have a $3,000 offer where they train people on just getting equipped for the arena, getting their mindset in place, as well as helping them with their fitness and their training. And they've got a great success rate, which I think is the most important thing for their program. So we're gonna be able to help them very clearly. Made them an offer, he's paid it through, and we're gonna be working together to help him grow his business. So a lot of fun. These coaches, consultants, people with like an offer like his, love working with them, especially when they have a little bit of existing authority. Like 1 or 2 good case studies is all it takes. When you're working with the right coach and the right team like us to scale you to multiple 5-figure, even 6-figure months in your company. So he's currently doing about $8,000 to $15,000 a month, and he's wanting to get to $100,000 a month. And we just mapped out a very clear game plan for him to do that. Told him, here's what you're gonna get inside of working with us and how we're gonna get you there, and he's popped in. So it's a lot of fun. Love working with the clients we work with. Whether somebody is a beginner or already, scaling up a business, we're the best place to go to help you get some traction and build some momentum in your niche and actually get consistent sales calls or sales in the door for your offer, whether it's consulting, course, agency offer, whatever it is. So loved my conversation with Greg. Greg, if you're watching this, dude, super stoked to work with you. Welcome aboard once again. All right, so it looks like this next appointment is no showing me, not responding to texts, anything like that. Super weird behavior. No idea what's going on their end. So is what it is. I'm gonna take this time to actually go ahead and go to Men's Warehouse. I'm getting that tux fitted. Figure I could squeeze that in today for my mom's birthday. So workout so far went great. Sales call, closed them. Moving on to go get my fitted tux. Weird day in the life, honestly, like that I'm doing that today. I typically don't leave this chair all day until like 5 or 6 p.m. When I cut off and stop working. So it's kind of strange, but it's just, it's a new day. Also, I do play with a little bit of investing on the side. I'm into some pretty volatile stuff, but today I've made $1,500 passively from my portfolio, which is pretty sweet. I've got, as you can see, about $70,000 invested into just different stocks, cryptocurrencies, things that I really believe in, and it's done pretty well today. This is, of course, up from a bit of a dip recently, so things are evening out, but it is cool to see just $1,500 being thrown my way for really no reason other than, just having my money in the right place, and that's pretty All right, so I am headed to the suit tailor, and I'm just thinking today, just how incredible it is to have come from where I came from to now be running the business that I'm running. I mean, it's incredible that I get to just wake up, hop on the computer, take a call, bring on a new client, a new potential person that we get to serve. And it's just an amazing feeling, and I hope everybody gets to experience the feeling of working with people that, you know, are actually a good fit for what you do, as well as, you know, that you know you can get to their goals. It's just an incredible feeling, and I think that's really what running a consulting business is all about. It's about helping people see the angles and potential and strategies that will allow them to reach where they want to get, that they otherwise either A, wouldn't have been able to see themselves, or B, that it would have taken them 2 or 3 years to figure out, and that's just not worth the wait, because they've got, I mean, this guy, he's got a kid that he's wanting to help provide for, he's got goals, he wants to own more real estate, he wants to open up more brick and mortar angles to his business, and I just think that's an awesome thing, and I love helping people reach those goals, and I think that's really what running this business is about for me. It's about helping people reach that state, and, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at financially, emotionally, as well as with my business if it weren't for making my business all about the people that we serve. So it's just a thought that I've been having today as I'm driving around in my really nice car and like wearing a nice watch and all this stuff, is that, you know, all of this was granted to me not by my own admission, but by the admission of the people that we have the opportunity to serve. And I think keeping that mentality as you run your business and as you scale it is an important element to staying grounded and staying focused on the things that actually matter in the long term for growing a business that has real market impact and brings value to the world. So just a thought, you know, we talk about money a lot, you know, as a side effect really of doing what you do best and doing it with a servant's heart for your industry. And it's a great thing. I love money, and I want to make just buttloads of money and be independently wealthy. But it will come not at the expense of anything, because it needs to be done in the right way. It needs to be done serving people well by solving their problems at a high level. So, just a thought. So just now coming back from the Tux Fitter, I actually went to the wrong place, went to Men's Warehouse, and I was supposed to go to this other place called like Louis Tuxes or something like that. So figured that out, and then got a call from a potential mentor, somebody that I might be actually investing into pretty heavily. He's basically specializes in helping you build out sales teams and that actually perform extremely well, but that still get clients results. So you're not sacrificing client experience just by scaling up, and you know, so I'm always trying to balance those two forces, right, of like scaling way up and, you know, having more impact, bringing in more revenue, etc., and also keeping our client experience, you know, high quality. So you know, might be pulling that trigger eventually. I just got a call from actually his sales team of all things, and I just, you know, whenever I'm on the phone with somebody that could potentially help me grow my business, I'm just very honest about where I'm at and answer some questions. And you know, it's funny, I think people that are averse to being sold then actually are averse to selling. So I'm always open to somebody else's sales process. Like, put me through it, tell me what your offer is, sell me, get me results. Like, that's really, I think, what has gotten me to the level that I'm at, is just by letting people help me. So I just got off the phone with one of his sales reps, and I was just like, hey man, this could very easily be a good fit. What's your highest package? He told me the price. I'm like, cool, like, I'll let you know. Let's get a one-to-one consult, and I want to get a one-to-one consult with whoever understands my situation most. And so, you know, just leading by example here. You know, I make high-tier investments into my own business, as you should if you actually want to be performing at a high level. And you literally cannot do it yourself. And once you understand that, then you start making decisions like what I made today, where I'm like, hey, you know, this seems like it could be a good fit. What's your price? Okay, cool. Let me talk to, you know, because it was just a random guy. He wasn't a salesperson. He was just more of an appointment setter. And I was like, hey, let me talk to one of your head guys, have the conversation, and see if it's a good fit. Like, if it's a good fit, I will always pull the trigger. So anyway, yeah, just a little something that's happening today. Going back to the apartment right now, pulling up. And some of you might be like, hey, get off your phone while you're driving, and you're probably right. So I'm going to stop the recording here and keep my day going. I know this video isn't about investing, but now we are up 3,000 today, which is pretty sweet. Love seeing it. You know, this is one of the things that we actually help our clients with. So when they're making a lot of money, we help them make sure it goes to places where it continues to grow for them, and they're not just wasting it all on stupid stuff. Even though I like stupid things occasionally, it's good to actually use your money for good things. So $3,000 up today, looks pretty great to me. Love seeing it. No, I appreciate it, dude, because you've got the position to just be like, yo, I'm out, and I just appreciate you giving me a bit of a window to work with. Cool, yeah, I'd appreciate like a solid date, and if we have to even just manufacture one so that it's a clean cut, that's the best way to do it. Because if it's just a slow, painful, I'm not sure if I'm in, I'm not really sure if I'm out. Like if by the end of the week you can give me a date, and if I can ask that if I can ask that you give me about 2 weeks, that would be my only ask. Though if I have to take calls for a season, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm comfortable with 2 or 3 a day, maybe 4. I have the time margin to do it. I've set up the business in a way where that's totally fine. Great, so just wrapped up a call with one of our team members who's spreading his wings and wanting to move on, which is always really cool to me. It's really neat to see people that, learn enough working in the company that they actually want to go ahead and, start their own thing or figure out a way to scale up what they've got. And so I'm really excited for this team member to move on and do his own thing. And just wanted to have a quick call with him just to make sure that we set some clear terms, some clear boundaries, so that it makes the transition as easy as possible for my company and gives him the most opportunity to expand, moving on to his own thing. So really solid meeting. Now moving on to a call with our clients inside of High Level Systems. Every single day we have a group call inside of our program where we're helping you, move forward in your business, solve issues that you're running into, and we're showing you exactly what we're doing in our company that is working really well to get calls, get sales, all those sorts of things. And this is where we really get to the meat of our results for our clients, and it's a lot of fun to run. So you'll get a little bit of an inside peek into that. I'm about to hop on that right now. Yeah, 1 in 4, 25% close rate's industry average for an offer like yours. So I would say do 2 things. Get your close rate to 1 out of 4, which is just going to happen by means of taking more calls. The fact that you've closed it at all means you can get it to 1 out of 4, because it's just human nature. Out of 4 calls, if you have an offer that has sold before, it's about 3 are gonna have some excuse in their head as to why, excuses are, it's just human. Wrap things up with the High Level Systems clients. Awesome call. Love pushing these people forward. We helped a client see and do the math on how he's gonna hit a $20,000 a week soon. He joined us. He's been doing like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. He just closed a deal worth that much in cash, which is really cool. And he's gonna be scaling up. Had a couple clients that were helping scale past $10,000 a month. Had one guy join us who's completely new. His name's TJ. He's worked with a ton of other coaches and stuff. And he's like 1 call in and he's like, dude, this is like the most valuable thing I've been a part of. And just love what we do. I love that people see the vision and are getting results with us. Tons of success stories coming out of the call today. So I'm actually going to leave the link, the full recording of the call, in the description, so you know that I'm not just, saying these things, but actually all this did actually happen on that call. And you can watch it in full just as a bonus for making it this far into the day in the life video. Hopefully you enjoy that. It's just a Zoom link, linked below. Put in the password, check it out, watch the whole thing. You'll see, sort of the sorts of problems that we help you tackle, as well as just a small glimpse into what we do instead of High Level Systems. So enjoy that. So I've got a little bit of a break now between meetings. Obviously the group call ended and I've got about an hour right now. And literally for the first time in my entire career of running High Level Systems, I'm working on a logo. So we've run this entire company and gotten insane results for our clients before even having a logo in place. So I'm just now building that. It took me 5 minutes. I'm pretty happy with it. I might stick with it. It's just High Level Systems, scaling experts to 7 figures. I don't know if that's, that like message hits with the market. I don't know. I mean, it might just stick with the little yellow scaly things, but to be honest, I like the look of it. It's super simple. I don't need it to be fancy. Hey, if you're a graphic designer, maybe reach out. Maybe we could just have you do it. Cause honestly, I'm just using canva.com to do this. So it's pretty silly, man. Like, you can literally run a business that does $1 million a year and make your logo on a free logo making website. I think it's pretty funny how the world works sometimes. But yeah, besides that, I just recorded a video. It should go up soon. Maybe it's been up before this video. Maybe it'll go up after. But I recorded a video on essentially how to attract your dream clients. So whether you're an agency owner, coach, consultant, that just went up, or I just recorded it. I uploaded the files to my Google Drive for my editor to handle. and that'll be going up. So yeah, pretty sweet so far. Should be a fun video. I'm actually going to go ahead and play what I put on my Instagram as well, because I had a little bit of a break and I was able to share some thoughts on Instagram on how to attract your dream clients, and this is really the topic that this video will be on. So if you're interested, those links will be in the description as well. Hopefully Robert, my editor, covers that for me. Let me know, Robert, if you're listening in or if you're just cutting it together. Either way, no judgment, I understand. So go ahead and check out that video. Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to come on here and share an idea that helped me level up my business back when I was at that like $5,000 to $10,000 a month range. I couldn't seem to find people that were willing to spend a lot of money to grow their business. I couldn't seem to find people that thought big about what they actually want out of life and out of business, and had high motivations and actually are, wanted to make big changes. And I realized, I heard this thing from a mentor of mine at the time, and they said, be the client that you want to attract. So let me say this: if you have bad behavior from your clients, if maybe they invest into your help and then they don't take action, or maybe they, they're on the sales call and they are like, kind of wishy-washy, they're fence sitting, not really making a decision. If they are, not taking action to even book the call, if whatever it is, it's probably because you act that way and you're allowing your clients to do so because that's the precedent that you set in your own life. This is just how it works. Think about it this way, right? You hold the frame, you have the authority, they're coming to you for help. And if they see and they notice that your own behavior doesn't match what you're asking them to do, they'll never say it, but they'll always say like, you're kind of telling me this, and they'll say this in the back of their head. You're saying this, but really, you don't actually do that yourself, so I don't know. Leadership is only by means of action on your part. There's no such thing as leadership without leading by example. Example is the only way to lead. So just a thought, if you're not really getting the sorts of clients you want, if you're not getting the sorts of results in your life and in your business, you need to level up your own personal standards and become the client you want to attract. Let me know. I want to film a full YouTube video on this, but I want to make sure there's actually like demand for it. So just hit me with a yes or no real quick. I'll film a full video today for you guys if that's something you want to see. All right, so I decided to use that time to go ahead and just take a shower. It's just a good way to refresh. I did that, and then I went ahead and followed up with a potential one-to-one consulting client, somebody that actually wants to work directly with me. So really, we've only got 2 offers. We got high-level systems, and then we have one-on-one with myself, right? And this is a guy that's he's got the cash. He's in a place in his business where he's just ready to scale, and he just needs someone that has the experience to come and help him. So I gave him a ring and just said, hey, let me know where you're at. And we've got a follow-up call set up for tomorrow. So working on that, and then also about to hit my final appointment and final task for the workday, which is a final sales call. So I'm taking that. It's a prospect that has said he's highly interested. We've had a follow-up call. We've had 2 calls now, so this is our second one. And he's ready to rock. He's got his business partner on the line, and they're gonna be popping in today. So that's pretty sweet. It's gonna look like it's gonna be about a, including the Robinhood stuff, which I don't know if I should or not. It's gonna look like it's gonna be about a, $13,000 to $15,000 day. And if you include tomorrow's one-to-one consult, it'll be a whole lot more, but I'm not really counting that. So pretty sweet. Love what I do. Love the impact of it. Love the business model. Love everything about it. And I'll record a little bit of this sales call for you just so you get a good gist of that. And then I'll sort of wrap it up. I'm headed to my girlfriend's place. She's cooking for her family, and she wanted me to come over and just hang out. And so I'll be doing that as a good wrap up to the day. Oh, and before this sales call, 2 other things I did today that I didn't note on this day in the life, just because things like this just happen, you kind of forget to click record. But one of the very first coaching students I ever brought on, Keaton, and you can actually go back to my channel, look up Keaton Walker. Like almost a year and a half, 2 years ago, he worked with me when he was literally just a college student. He texted me, he said he had a $50,000 month in April, which is incredible. And he invited me to be a guest on his podcast for his business where he reviews, it's like a startup he's just getting started, where he reviews internet business educators. And he invited me on. He wants me to sort of talk about the state of the online business, make money online market, and just spit some truths about how much shady stuff goes on in this industry, and how and what I've learned being in it. We've almost done $1 million at this point in sales total, so I've got a lot of authority I can speak from there. And then also, I'll be interviewing him right back for the channel soon too. So he just texted me out of the blue and said, "Yo, dude, hopefully you're doing well, and we're just gonna catch up." I honestly consider him a friend and a brother, so it's just cool to, hear from him again, and I'm looking forward to that interview. And then the other thing that happened too is one of my buddies, Quasi, who I met through a mastermind I'm in. Some of you might know Quasi Joe here. We went back and forth a little bit and decided that we're gonna do a joint venture where I'm just going to interview him, and he'll interview me back, and we'll promo each other's stuff and help you guys understand the quality and the value of his material and how much it's been able to help me, and then vice versa too, the things I've been able to help him with and the results we've gotten for our clients, for his community. So, when you kind of have these relationships with higher level people that have a large audience, it's really easy to just, kind of merge forces. And it's interesting, it's almost like, you guys are more keen to go check out Quasi almost than you would be to work with me now that I've mentioned him, right? And it's like I have more control over sending him clients than I have control over sending myself clients sometimes, because people are always perceiving your own call to actions and your own, sales pitch is like selfish, right? So they don't want to just do something that you want them to do. But if you send them to somebody else, there's some psychology there. So it's just interesting. It'll be my second or third time doing something like that. It should be a lot of fun. Who knows if it'll help each other or not. Worst case scenario, it'll just be a fun interview for the channel, and yeah, a lot of fun. But looking at the Robinhood now, Robinhood is up 5,000 today. So I wasn't even expecting that to happen. That is literally just something that just happened. So that's pretty sweet.
I'm down for it, and I think there's a great opportunity for it. So
cool. Yeah, well, I won't really do much hard selling. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it is up to you guys if this is something that you want to do. But I'll walk them through the program, show them, tell them what I told you, and we'll see how it goes. And I think ultimately, dude, it is your decision. Yeah, man. So I just want to ask you a bunch of questions and figure out where you're at in regards to your business as it is, what sorts of goals you guys have, and see if it makes sense for you guys to hop into high level. It sounds like Trey's already pretty much good to go, and he's just kind of wanting to do it with you. And it sounds like, from what I'm being told, I'm not sure exactly the dynamic, but I do want to make sure that it's a good fit all around. And that's it. That wraps up my day. So it looks like that client wasn't ready to go. They were just not in a good place, and so I just let them go. I said, "Hey, no worries." It seems like some people, when they are in a place where there's no way we could get them results, or there's no way we could help them, even if they have the money and they're ready to go, I just kind of let them go. And that was their case, and that's just how it is sometimes. That's the beauty of getting to do what you do, is you get to sort of pick the right people that you can help, versus just trying to make an offer to everyone. So yeah, really good day, solid work day. Now I'm actually going to change out of this and into something warmer, because somehow it's snowing outside all of a sudden, so the weather's going crazy. And I'm going to head over to my girlfriend's house, where I'm going to eat dinner and probably play on my Oculus Quest 2, which is like this virtual reality headset that I got because I left it at her place. So solid wrap up to the day. It's looking like it's about a $10,000 day officially, which is really cool. And yeah, good wrap up.
I'm down for it, and I think there's a great opportunity for it. So
yeah, 1 in 4, 25% close rate's industry average for an offer like yours. No, I appreciate it, dude, because you've got the position to just be like, "Yo, I'm out," and I just appreciate you giving me a bit of a window to work with. Now we are up 3,000 today, which is pretty sweet. Love seeing it. This is one of the things that we actually help our clients with. So when they're making a lot of money, we help them make sure it goes to places where it continues to grow for them, and they're not just wasting it all